everyone, welcome to my office. My name is David, and I will be your narrator today. Have you wondered why the Plotagon world was created? And how the Elder Gods existed in the first place? Are you curious? Let me tell you how it all began. 15 billion years ago, the Elder Gods were created, and had given themselves extraordinary powers. After getting their amazing powers, the Elder Gods have been given their new role. Alexander, the god of wisdom. Isabella, the goddess of love. Raven, the goddess of health. Damian, the god of destiny. Elijah, the god of speed. And finally Apollo, the god of family. Together they created their own temple, which is heaven.
All right everyone, now that our temple is built here in heaven, we can now start working on creating the universe.
2 million years has passed by. The elder god Alexander begins to have visions about what happened here in heaven. God created an extraordinary angel named Lucifer, who was the leader of the entire heavenly throng. But then he got far away from God, and he directed his love upon himself. As God saw this, Lucifer tried to form his rebellion against God, but he had no choice but to cast them away to the underworld, which is hell. Lucifer has truly become Satan, aka the devil himself. During that time, God created the earth and starts to create mankind for the first time. Adam and Eve were created by God himself, and were given by their white uniform with glory and light, since Adam wasn't aware of his nakedness. God has created a tree whose fruit was not to be eaten on pain of death. Satan takes this opportunity to turn into a snake and manipulates Eve by eating a fruit. Their clothes disappeared, and they have broken their holy law. Shame and fear replaced their joy and peace, and they sought to cover their nakedness with leaves. When Adam and Eve began their lives as exiles from paradise, they still had hope. God provided the skins of sacrificed animals to cover their nakedness. He had promised the blood of the Lamb of God to cover their sin, if they accepted Christ and repented.
What's the matter, Alexander?
I just had a vision of the past. That's happened here in heaven. God created an extraordinary angel named Lucifer, but he turned evil and built his rebellion against God. He banished them to hell, and God had a new idea of his mind. He decided to create the earth, and he started to build the first humans named Adam and Eve. When God created the fruit tree which he told them to not eat it, Satan transformed himself into a snake and manipulated Eve by eating the fruit from the tree, which causes their white clothes to fade away. God provided the skins of sacrificed animals to cover their nakedness, but more importantly, he had promised the blood of the Lamb of God to cover their sin, if they accepted Christ.
But now that the earth is created, what should we do next?
We shall create another earth.
And who are you, my good sir?
I am the Monitor. And I hear you elder gods started your careers and built the universe. In the beginning God created the earth. Then God saw everything that he had made, and indeed, it was very good.
If what you're saying is true, then I think it's time we create an infinite amount of Earths.
That's a splendid idea.
What name should we give for our universe, since we are creating an infinite Earths?
We shall call it the Multiverse. Every existence will be multiplied by possibility. It will spread before space and time in infinite measure.
That is a very impressive name.
Indeed it is. All right then, Mr. Monitor, show us what you got.
All right then, elder gods. Stand back. I shall use my magic. It is done. The multiverse is now created.
Whoa, look at all these Earths. They look so similar with time. And they are surrounded with space and reality itself.
That is right, Mr. Damian. Now we must wait.
Wait for what?
For the age of heroes to be born.
That actually makes sense.
It was pleasure to meet you, elder gods. I must go to begin my quest.
Alright then, see you soon, Mr. Monitor.
See you all soon.
Okay, elder gods, let's get to work by protecting this universe.
You got it, boss. Let's get to work, everyone.
Alexander begins to have another vision, but this time he starts to learn that God was given the name when he came to earth, Jesus. He was born as an innocent, helpless baby, endure with a life of sorrow and shame, and yet live a perfect and victorious life. Finally, he died a humiliating death, in order to stand as a substitute for fallen humanity. After Jesus' sacrifice, mankind has amazingly been offered one more chance at eternal life. His blood was provided to ransom the world that had been kidnapped by Satan. God's love was revealed among us in this way. God sent his only Son into the world so that we might live through him. And this is love, not that we loved God, but that he loved us, and sent his Son to be the atoning sacrifice for our sins.
What is it, Alexander? What did you see?
I saw God living on earth after he was given the name, Jesus. He suffered with sorrow and shame, but he lived a perfect and victorious life. On that day Jesus sacrificed himself on the cross so that we can be free from our sins.
Oh wow, that is incredible.
Indeed it is, Ms. Isabella.
Whoa, you must be Jesus.
Truly, truly, I say to you, I am the door of the sheep. All who came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he will be saved, and will go in and out and find pasture.
Well said. Lord Jesus, it's very nice to meet you. We are the elder gods. We are the protectors of the universe, time and space itself.
We were just keeping the universe safe, and I was wondering if you can help us out.
The real universe is friendly to every child of the eternal God. Salvation is the free gift of God, but those who are born of the Spirit will immediately begin to show forth the fruits of the Spirit in loving service to their fellow creatures. And the fruits of the divine Spirit which are yielded in the lives of Spirit-born and God-knowing mortals are loving service, unselfish devotion, courageous loyalty, sincere fairness, enlightened honesty, undying hope, confiding trust, merciful ministry, unfailing goodness, forgiving tolerance, and enduring peace. Faith is the open door for entering into the present, perfect, and eternal love of God. Peace be upon you. You all know that we have one Father in heaven, and that there is but one gospel of the kingdom, the good news of the gift of eternal life, which men receive by faith. Genuine faith will remove mountains of material difficulty which may chance to lie in the path of soul expansion and spiritual progress.
If you're agreeing to work with us by keeping the universe in balance, we'll be happy to have you.
I live my life in the flesh to show how you can, through loving service, become God revealing to your fellow man, even as, by loving you and serving you, I have become God revealing to you. You have seen the way of service in my life among you, and blessed are you who will have the gracious courage so to serve. When you give a banquet, sometimes be the poor, the maimed, and the blind. In this way you shall be blessed in your heart, for you well know that the lame and the halt cannot repay you for your loving ministry. I tell you that, even when a cup of cold water is given to a thirsty soul, the Father's messengers shall ever make record of such a service of love. Devote your life to proving that love is the greatest thing in the world. I give you this new commandment, that you love one another even as I have loved you. And by it will all men know that you are my disciples, if you thus love one another. You will learn to love your brethren more when you first learn to love their Father in heaven more, and after you have become truly more interested in their welfare in time and in eternity. Love God supremely and your neighbor as yourself. And it is this supreme law of love for God and for man that I also declare to you as constituting the whole duty of man.
We promise, Lord Jesus, we will love this universe and protect it at all costs. And someday soon, the age of heroes will be born. When they are born, they will become champions across the multiverse.
Very good, Alexander. It was an honor to meet you, Elder Gods. Now may the Lord of Peace himself give you his peace at all times and in every situation. The Lord be with you all.
Farewell, Jesus. God bless you. May the Lord protect you, always. Okay, everyone, let's get back to work. The universe is counting on us.
Arg, I'm so sick and tired of protecting this foolish universe. I think ruling the universe would be better than protecting it. This is my destiny. And now it's time for my right to rule.
Damian, what in the world are you doing?
I am ruling this universe that you all created.
What happened to our temple?
I turned it into my darkness.
How could you do this to us, Damian?
Because I am tired of protecting this stupid universe with you foolish elder gods.
The universe is a wonderful thing that we created. We want the Age of Heroes to protect their worlds from their enemies, but then you want to destroy it.
I never liked working with you guys anyway. Your lives means nothing to me. This universe will be rightfully mine to rule, and I will be able to spread my darkness and fear across the multiverse.
I can't believe you turned on us. Protecting this universe with us is your destiny.
My destiny is to rule this universe and make everyone fear my wrath. This is the destiny that you cannot take from me, Apollo.
If you want to be that way, then so be it. You are no longer an elder god. You have disgraced the order.
The only thing I disgraced is all of you stupid elder gods.
Your hate cannot consume this temple forever.
You cannot stop me. I am inevitable.
That could be arranged.
This universe won't be twisted by your evil.
Damian, our former elder god, we are banishing you to the prison world, so that you can never take over this universe again.
How you have fallen from heaven, O Damian, son of the morning. How you are cut down to the ground, you who weakened the nations.
Someday soon, elder gods, I will return.
I don't think you'll be getting out of that dimension for a long, long time. We shall now cast you out.
He is gone. He has been banished from this temple.
But he left his hate and fear that is consuming the universe, including the temple.
How can we get rid of the darkness?
I will do it. Light shall shine out of darkness, is the one who has shone in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of God in the face of Christ. This temple will be healed once again with my brightness. The darkness shall consume this temple no more. Yes. The temple has been saved from the darkness. Thank you, Lord Jesus. You're welcome, leader. This temple is a glorious gift of God. You elder gods have received your gift to use your powers to protect this universe you created, and I am proud of all of you for putting your lives on the line to get rid of the darkness that Damian caused.
But with Damian gone, what should we do now?
We must cleanse this universe and keep it balanced. If someone tries to rule the universe again, then we will be ready to face them together as one.
That sounds like a great idea.
If you agree with this idea, then we shall get started by cleansing this universe and keep it balanced at all costs.
There's a lot of Earths to create, but we have no time to lose. All Earths shall be created by us. They will be worlds that are different than others. And the multiverse will be surrounded by reality itself.
That is certainly right, Mr. Monitor. If we shall create all Earths, then the multiverse shall have infinite Earths across the universe.
the Elder Gods and the Monitor decided to create more worlds across the multiverse. Damian is now trapped in the prison world, where he can never poison the universe again. Or so at least we thought.
Hello, Damian.
What is this place?
This is the prison world. This is the world for supervillains to spend an eternity here. I've spent thousands of years trapped in this world, hoping to take my revenge on Marvinovu.
You mean the Monitor?
Yes, the one who had sent me here. He thinks I won't hurt anyone else again. But he is wrong.
Who are you?
Who am I? I am the Anti-Monitor. I believe you were sent here for a reason.
I was sent here because those stupid Elder Gods didn't support me, and they did nothing for me to work with them. So I turned their back on them to rule the universe on my own, but then the Elder Gods stopped me and banished me here for all of eternity. I want to get my revenge on them for sending me here. They will pay.
Indeed they will suffer. You have such great darkness in your heart. I shall give you a new uniform that will suit you well.
This outfit is perfect. I am more powerful with the darkness.
Excellent, Damian. You are no longer an Elder God. No longer Damian. You will be known as Purgatory.
Purgatory. I like that name, Purgatory. Now the Elder Gods will fear me, and their universe will be mine once again.
Only together we will destroy Nauvoo and the Elder Gods, and nothing will stand in our way.
Isn't this beautiful, Alexander?
Yes, it is, Isabella. The new worlds have been created in just one day, and it's a wonderful thing.
This is magnificent. Look at those new Earths. They are vibrating at a different frequency, so they can't see one another.
That's right, Apollo. With all these new worlds, we shall create more of them, with the Monitor's help.
What's wrong, Mr. Monitor? You don't look so good.
Something is wrong. I can sense the antimatter and the darkness spreading across the universe. Someone is coming, someone far, far more powerful than myself. We need to prepare.
Prepare for what?
Oh no. The temple is filled with the darkness again.
This is just like 5 years ago, when Damian tried to take over our universe.
That's impossible. There's no way that Damian can escape the prison world. We banished him from this temple for good.
You're right, but this is different. I don't know if Damian is controlling the darkness, or is it someone else?
Jesus, thank goodness you're here.
What has happened here in this beautiful temple?
The temple has been transformed into the darkness again. I don't know if Damian is consuming this temple with the darkness after 5 long years.
Do not be worried about your life, as to what you will eat or what you will drink, nor for your body, as to what you will put on.
What will you do to this new crisis?
I must allow this crisis to run its course. This is the only way to ensure that evil will never rise again.
Do what you have to do, Jesus. We'll handle this.
Let the Holy Spirit guide you, even if the battle starts.
We will. God bless us all.
Are you ready, Purgatory?
Yes, and the Monitor. I waited 5 years for this.
Very good, Purgatory. We shall open the portal destroyed the Elder Gods along with Navu, once and for all.
The portal has been opened. Get ready, everyone. This is the fight of our lives in this universe.
Mobius. Navu, you're right where I want you. After 10,000 years, I shall be victorious. No, you won't be.
Who are you and what are you doing to our Temple of the Universe?
I am the Anti-Monitor. I'm here to conquer this universe with the darkness and antimatter. The Age of Heroes ends now.
If you think you're gonna end the Age of Heroes and turn this universe with the darkness filled with antimatter, you're wrong. The Age of Heroes will live on forever for generations to come.
You so-called Elder Gods think you are desperate that the heroes will protect this universe from me. You are all wrong. My universe will be filled with my hate, my anger, and my fear. It will spread all around across the multiverse.
That's what you never understood. Our love is stronger than your hate. The brightness is stronger than the darkness. Our compassion is stronger than your anger. And our hope is stronger than your fear. We can overcome anything, including you.
Ha! You're a blindfolded fool. The Age of Heroes will never exist. All life ends. Only death is eternal. Only I am eternal.
We'll see about that.
I did not come here to conquer this universe alone.
Huh. Damian, what are you doing?
He's exactly where he belongs. He is no longer Damian. His name is Purgatory, the Prince of Darkness.
You elder gods will pay for banishing me from this temple. You sentenced me to the prison world, to 5 years of hell.
It was for your own good. You were about to take over our universe. Second of all, you were about to spread the darkness and fear across the multiverse.
You never care about me. All you ever care about is protecting this stupid universe. I shouldn't work with you stupid gods.
Your jealousy, your pride, and your anger is consuming this universe. The dark side will destroy you.
Would you shut up with the love crap? My hate will destroy that love, and everyone will fear me. Not even the Age of Heroes can stop us.
But we will stop you. You chose the wrong side of this. The Anti-Monitor and the darkness is holding you back.
You're the one that's holding me back. All of you are weak. You choose your closed-minded morals over innocent lives for this universe. The universe shouldn't have been created in the first place. It should have been mine. Instead, you took it all away. You made me who I am. And now, I'm going to take this universe from you, so that you can't create new worlds anymore. This universe must die.
You leave us no choice, Purgatory. You were our friend. But now, you must be stopped.
Alright then, let's do this.
It is foolish of you to stop me, Navu. No more BS. It was foolish to allow your creation in the first place. Soon only the antimatter universe will remain. I don't think so. We're gonna fight you by any means necessary, till our very last breath. So be it. Time to die.
No one will stop me from spreading the darkness and fear of all reality. I am unstoppable.
No, for long you're not. We do not fear you, Purgatory.
You should be afraid of me, Raven. All of you will lose.
We're not gonna lose. We're gonna win. Now.
become warriors.
It's over, Purgatory.
It's never over, Alexander. Your love means nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing. No, no, no.
Purgatory, we have sentenced you to the underworld for all of eternity. Your rage will consume you forever.
I will kill you all. I will be back. You haven't seen the last of me.
Finally, it is over. It looks like the temple is back to normal again. All we have to do now is to try to recover as we can. The universe must now heal, so that we can create new worlds in the future.
We understand.
The universe will be healed by the Holy Spirit. But for now, elder gods, you may enjoy your peace.
The universe was saved once again. The anti-monitor was gone, and Purgatory had been sent to the underworld. The battle was over, but the war had just begun. Damian had now become Purgatory, the Lord of Darkness. All the Earths have been created, but there's a few new worlds to be added to the list. In 1780, Alexander thought of a new animated world which is different than real life.
I got it.
What is it, Alexander?
I just thought of a new world. And that new world will be animated. The people's appearance as animated characters will be different than real life. People will be able to create characters, write their own stories, and do storytelling. 116 years from now, cameras will be invented by a blacksmith who will be in the path of God.
That is a great idea, Alexander. But we don't have the knowledge to create an animated world.
Don't worry, Alexander, I will create someone with the knowledge of the animated world.
That's a great idea, Lord Jesus. Let's do it.
Alright then, the Holy Spirit of the man with knowledge of the animated world will be created by my hands. Hello my great friend, welcome to our temple.
Where am I?
You are in heaven.
Are you the one that created me?
Yes, I am the one who created you cause you have the knowledge of the animated world.
That's really amazing. Who am I?
Your name is Arthur, the god of the new animated world.
I like that name. It suits me very well.
Well then, we're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. Who are you people?
We are the Elder Gods. We protect all of reality and time itself. What is your name, Old One?
I am known as Arthur, the god of the new animated world. The new world needs its name. What should we call it?
How about Plotagon?
Plotagon. That is a magnificent name.
The name Plotagon is a great choice for the new world. Today, as we move forward to the creation of a new world, we shall call it the Plotagon world. You will watch over your people and put them in the right path of Jesus Christ.
Then it's settled. The Plotagon world will now be created by my magic, and shall soon be added to the multiverse.
The god of Plotagon uses his magic to create a new world, we now know as the Plotagon world. After its creation, the Plotagon logo stays in place, while our brand new world is rotating.
It is done. The Plotagon world has been created.
Wow, look at that. The Plotagon logo is staying at its place, while the new Earth is rotating. Now that is a beautiful world.
Indeed it is, Apollo. This will be your lovely home, Arthur.
The new world will be your home. Make that world a better place for your people.
And create the best families you can think about. It's really healthy if your people live happy together.
Thank you, my new Elder God friends. I will keep that in mind. Take care, everyone. I will see you all soon.
Goodbye, Arthur. We will keep in touch with you. Take care.
The God of Plotagon goes to his new home and gets to work on building up everything in our new world.
This is my finest work. I am going to start building now.
Now that we talked about how Purgatory became evil, and the creation of the Plotagon world, we're gonna talk about Emmett Swanson's family history, how they were the first Swansons to ever existed in the Plotagon world. Let's begin. In 1873, the God of Plotagon was planning to start the new generation of the new family, who will be on the right path of God.
Now that I created every family in Plotagon, who shall I create first for the new family? I know. I shall name the new family the Swanson Family. The first Swanson will be the baby named Matthew Swanson. He will be born in the hospital without parents. I know that he will be in the right path of Jesus Christ. I shall create him and welcome him to our world.
For the first time, Matthew, the first Swanson, was created as a baby by the power of God. Matthew was born at the Plotagon Hospital on April 5, 1873. We now fast forward to 1885. Matthew was now 12 years old. He was working as a slave when he was 7 years old. Now he is stranded on the ship. However, someone gave him a chance to be free from slavery.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You're free now.
Really? I'm free? Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. But how do we get out of here? We're on the ship still.
Don't worry, I'm gonna drive this ship to get us out from the sea.
As Maxwell begins to drive the ship, Matthew and Maxwell begin to have a conversation with each other.
What is your name, my young friend?
My name is Matthew Swanson.
Really? I heard some things about you. Are you the first Swanson in Plotagon?
That's me.
That's so awesome. Of course, I know who you are. Everybody knows who you are. You're really famous from around the world.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
My name is Maxwell.
Well, Maxwell, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Matthew. So how did your life go at the orphanage?
It went pretty well. I was happy to make some friends, and I had a great time. But that is until those mean pirates kidnapped me and made me their slave. I've been working as a slave for 5 years. But then, you rescued me from the pirates and freed me from slavery. I have one question to ask. How did you get on this ship? I didn't see you.
Well then, let me tell you how it all happened. It all started when I was minding my own business, but then I saw the mean pirates holding you hostage.
Come on, Swanson, move it. We don't like to keep on waiting for some brats like you.
I'd rather stay here than to go with you mean pirates.
You ungrateful little brat. I am sick of all your excuses you pulled on us. You nothing but a stupid, helpless boy. Shut up.
You pirates are so mean and cruel. That's it. I don't want to be your slave anymore.
What did you say to me, you little twerp?
I said, I don't want to be your slave anymore.
Since you are stubborn and useless to us, then so be it. We don't need you anymore. We are going to find a new slave after we kill your stupid appearance.
Dear worst pirate, God will have mercy on my soul and send me to his kingdom of heaven.
Enough of this talk crap. Matches. Let's take this redhead boy to our ship and finally kill him.
Captain.
I just couldn't stand there and watch you get killed. So I decided to follow them.
Come on, boy. Keep walking.
ship, I needed a place to hide somewhere. That got me an idea.
All right, you little bastard. You want to do this the easy way, or the hard way?
I guess I'll take the hard way.
Fine. Have it your way. You know, I really love killing children. They are just spoiled little brats. But now, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, boss. Kill him. I'm gonna enjoy this.
It's time to die, youngling. Goodbye forever. Swanson's come.
No!
No. He's getting away. Matches. Let's get him.
Captain.
While you were fleeing from the pirates, I came out of my hiding spot and ran after them.
There you are. You're right where I want you. Now you will die, my little youngling.
No! Please, somebody help me.
Not today, pal.
Who the hell are you?
It doesn't matter who I am. Let the boy go, you will not harm him anymore.
You are not the boss of me. Die, scumbag.
I don't think so.
Oh. Hey, that was my pirate.
Oh yeah. Well, guess what? I'm gonna do the same thing to you. Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for saving me from the pirates.
You're welcome. Stay here. I'm gonna go downstairs to tie up the pirates.
Okay, be careful.
And that's when I went upstairs to tell you that you're free.
Wow, what a crazy story. I didn't know you were following us to the ship this whole time.
Well, I figured. Why not just save your life?
Thank you for saving me from slavery. It means a lot to me.
You are very welcome. It looks like we stopped here. Come on, let's get off from the ship.
Thank goodness we got out from the ship.
Yeah, me too.
What will happen to the pirates?
The police will put them behind bars until they are guilty for their crimes they did to you.
That's good.
Well, since you don't have a place to go, how about I adopt you as your guardian?
Really? That would be the best blessing from God. I want to go with you to be happy for the rest of my life.
Excellent. Whatever happens, I will never leave your side.
Maxwell adopts Matthew as his guardian to take care of him from leading to the wrong path of his journey. Meanwhile, the pirates have been sent to prison, and they have been sentenced to spend time in jail until their execution. We now fast forward to 1894. He is now 21 years old. He is now working as a blacksmith to invent new weapons. But there was something that he has been thinking about, something that would change Plotagon forever.
Hey Matt.
Hey Max.
What are you working on?
I'm just working on some new weapons like guns and axes. But I've been thinking about something lately.
What is it?
I had a dream last night. Let me explain what happened. Whoa. Where am I?
Welcome to heaven, my dear boy.
Who the heck are you?
I am Arthur, the God of Plotagon. I created you to be on the path of Jesus Christ.
So you're the one that created me. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
What do you want to show me?
I know what you were thinking about, something that would change Plotagon forever. Let me show you.
Wait, is that my world?
Yes, it is, my boy. That right there is the Plotagon logo. It's staying its place while the Earth rotates.
That's what I've been thinking about this whole time. But the Plotagon logo looks like a camera. What kind of camera is that?
That is a video camera. It records an image including history of event.
Now I understand what you're talking about. I shall invent video cameras where anyone can record a video.
Great idea, my boy. I shall send you back to your world to start thinking about your new invention. Tell anyone about this new idea you guys for Plotagon.
I will. Goodbye, Arthur.
Goodbye, Matthew.
And that's how it really happened in my dream.
Wow, what a great story. So that's the new invention you've been thinking about?
Yes. It's called a video camera. It records everything on video, including history of events. It's gonna change Plotagon for the better.
That's great, Matthew. Anyways, the mayor wants to see you.
Really? That's great. Tell him that I'm coming.
Of course, pal.
Hello, Maxwell.
Hello, Mr. Mayor. It's great to see you.
Where's Matthew Swanson, Maxwell?
He will be coming out in a moment, sir.
Excellent. I'm expecting him. Matthew. How the heck are you?
Hello, Mr. Mayor. I'm doing great. I wasn't expecting you here.
I just came in to see what's up with you.
Actually, Mr. Mayor, I do have something to tell you. It's my new invention that I've been thinking about.
Oh, really? What is it?
I had a dream last night. The God of Plotagon showed me what our world looks like. There was something that the logo has. It's called a video camera. That is the new invention I'm talking about.
That's very interesting, Matthew. I think you can do the video camera invention, and hopefully one day, we will show it to the people at Plotagon.
Alright then, I'm gonna start working on the video camera right away.
Good luck, Matthew. We're all counting on you.
Matthew begins to work on his new invention. It took 5 days to complete. Finally, it was finished. Yes. My new video camera is done. Now I'm gonna show it to the mayor. Hey Max, check this out.
Whoa, that is so cool. I'd never seen anything like this.
Try it out.
Wow, the quality of the video is amazing.
It sure is. It has 1080p, 30 frames per second.
This camera is great. Let's talk to the mayor and present it to the whole town.
That is a great idea. Let's go. Mr. Mayor, I got something to show you.
What is it? This is magnificent. Did you make this?
Yeah, I did, and it works really well.
The quality of the video looks really good, and it's fantastic. I think we're gonna present this invention to the whole town.
Yeah, I think we should.
Then let's do it. After all, your invention is gonna change lives for the better.
Agreed. You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Let's go.
Good evening, people of Plotagon. We are gathered here today to witness the newest invention that would change our lives forever. We are gonna let Matthew Swanson to present us this new invention.
I want to thank you all for coming to this special event I have for you today. Today I have something that I want to show you all. 5 days ago, I had a dream, and the Plotagon God showed me what our world looks like. It had the logo on our world, while the Earth was rotating. But there was something that I've been thinking for a long time now. It was a camera, but it's not the kind of a camera, it's very special. I would like to introduce you all, the first, ever, video camera. This video camera will allow you to record videos, and it records at 1080p, 30 frames per second. Thank you everyone and the mayor for having me here for this presentation. Have a great day everybody.
That was a very impressive invention you did. It changed Plotagon for the greater good.
Thank you so much. Indeed, it changed Plotagon for the greater good. I really appreciate it, miss.
Winters, Claire Winters. I know who you are, Mr. Swanson. I saw you present in the video camera and I got to say, it works really well.
Thank you, Claire. I'm glad it did. The video quality is really good.
It really is good. You're a very good man, and you believe in God.
God is very good. He gave me everything that I needed to work on the video camera. I'm very happy and blessed to be on this path of Christ.
I'm very glad to hear it. We should see each other again sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
I have to go. I see you soon, Matthew.
See you soon, Claire. Later on, Matthew gets a date with Claire, and they spend good times with each other. Matthew spends time with his new girlfriend Claire, the mayor, and his guardian Maxwell at a Christmas party in 1895. One day, he decided to propose to Claire in 1897. This is the ship that I was on when the pirates dragged me when I was 12 years old.
Oh, really? That's crazy. I didn't know you were on that ship.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Anyways, I want to ask you something.
What is it, my love?
We have been together for 2 years and I have some good times with you. We spent so much together with the mayor and Maxwell, and I want to take this relationship to the next big step. I want to ask you something for a long time now. Claire Winters, will you marry me?
Yes, yes, I will marry you, baby.
All right, my love. We have 2 days to get married and I already asked Jesus to be there for our wedding. He said yes, so he will be there.
Yay. I can't wait.
Morning, my friends and children. We are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Matthew and Sherry. I will start with Matthew first. Will you, Matthew Swanson, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Claire Winters, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
By the power vested in me, and the laws of state in Plotagon, I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Matthew and Claire got married. They were happy with each other. In 1901, Matthew and Claire named their new baby son, Emilio. Emilio Swanson was born on June 21, 1901, at the Plotagon Hospital. Time passes by in 1909. Matthew and Claire were having a great time together while their son Emilio was safe in his room. Are you doing all right, honey?
Yeah, I'm all right, my love. Is Emilio in his room?
Yes, he is in the room.
All right, good. I love you.
I love you too.
Matches. I can't stand this prison anymore.
I know, Captain. We need to get out of here.
I won't be going with you.
What? Why?
My time has come to an end. Only you can escape this time. My legacy will live on with you.
All right, Captain. I won't let you down. Goodbye, Captain.
Farewell.
Matches escapes from prison, and Captain Strickland dies with a heart attack. Strickland closes his eyes, and was gone.
I'm gonna go check up with my boy.
Okay, honey.
Hello there, lady. You coming with me?
No, baby, help me.
Honey, I'm coming.
Hello, Matthew, my former slave.
Let her go, Matches. She hasn't done anything to you.
See, that's the problem. You think your love for your wife is gonna let your love grow stronger. No. Love is for the weak. I want you to be the best villain that you can ever be. And only then, you will have no choice but to forget the woman you love.
You will never force me to lead on the dark path.
You have no choice, Swanson. After everything you did to me, it's time for me to kill her.
Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Don't let him change you, Matthew. The love is stronger than hate, including your future. Embrace the pain.
Shut up, woman. And now, it's time for her to die. You lose, Swanson.
Baby, no.
Honey, I love you.
How does it feel, boy? How does it feel to lose the woman you love? You will never see her again. She is a disgrace, and so are you.
I'm gonna kill you.
That's it. Show me. Show me what a villain you really are.
Matthew, stop. This isn't the way.
He killed my wife.
I know. But killing him won't bring her back.
You were like a brother to me, Maxwell, and you were a great friend. But the pirate has to die. He took Clara away from me, and I lost everything. He has left me no choice but to face the ultimate death.
No! You killed him.
He deserved to die. I did this for you.
No, Matthew, you did this to yourself. I can't believe you would do this to us after everything we did for you.
I couldn't let this pirate scum get away with it. He paid the price, and now that bastard got what he deserved.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I had to turn you in.
Do you have to do, old friend? It doesn't matter anymore. I have broken the principle of God. Maxwell puts Matthew in prison for the murder of the pirate matches. Now he is consumed. Twisted by the dark side, young Swanson has become. Now the Swanson family are infected by the terrible curse. The Plotagon god saw this, and he cries for what happened to Matthew and his wife.
My dear boy Matthew has fallen. Now the Swanson family will be evil and corrupt forever by the terrible curse. Unless, if the Swansons turn away from their sin, they'll accept Christ and repent. One day, there will be a new hope.
6 years later, Matthew Swanson plans to escape from prison without being seen. Matthew escapes from prison to find his son Emilio.
Dad, what are you doing here?
I came here for you, son. I want to take care of you and teach you my ways of the dark side.
Okay, Dad, I will do as you ask.
Very good, my son, let's begin. Matthew begins to teach his son the ways of the dark side. Matthew starts to work on his new book called How to Become a King. It's finally done. Now I'm gonna put somewhere safe, until someone with the same family bloodline rules the Plotagon world. For many years, Emilio starts to build his own company, and he names it Swanson Enterprises. In 1931, Emilio marries his wife, and in July 4, 1933, Harold Swanson was born. In 1955, Harold Swanson becomes the owner of Swanson Enterprises. Harold and his girlfriend Lucia have been together for 3 years since they met in 1956 at Swanson Enterprises. Harold asks Lucia to marry him. She said yes, and they got married 2 days later. 3 years later, Lucia gave birth to a baby boy. Harold and Lucia named their son, Emmett. Emmett Matthew Swanson was born on June 14, 1962. In 1969, the Swanson family gets ready to take Emmett to the toy store.
All right, my love. Are you ready to go?
Yes, my dear. I'm gonna go get Emmett.
Okay, my darling.
Emmett, are you ready?
Yes, Daddy. I'm ready to go.
Excellent. Let's go, son.
Hey, Daddy. Are we gonna be there soon?
Of course we will, son. Your mother and I will always be with you.
And we love you. You are very special, sweetheart. You bring us joy and peace in our hearts. I know you will do great things. Don't let others tell you who you are, my little Emmett.
I will, Mommy.
Honey, there's a car coming at this.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wreck your car? I think I did.
You're the one who wrecked my car. You will pay for what you did.
It's funny how dumb you are. I mean, who would sacrifice everything you worked for just for your dumb family?
I would die anything for them. If that is my prophecy, then it shall be fulfilled.
Then why would you get out of the car and face me like a man?
Fine, I will.
Since you want to die for your family, then so be it. Die, Swanson scum.
Daddy!
Your father is dead, my young one. Now, young Swanson, you will die.
Please stop. Leave my boy alone. Don't kill him. Kill me instead, please. I'll do anything.
Step aside.
Never.
Then you will die a woman who tries to stop me with her bravery.
Mommy! No!
Your parents are now gone, Emmett. You will always be alone, and a foolish child you are.
You will pay for killing my mommy and daddy. You have betrayed my people.
Nope. I don't think it will happen. Remember, reality's illusion and universe's hologram. Bye, goodbye.
Emmett was sad and alone. He had no one to protect him anymore. His parents were taken from him by the hands of the one-eyed demon, Bill Cipher. Now he has been sent to an orphanage until he grows older to take care of himself. It is so sad that Emmett had to go through his parents' death. Bill Cipher has led him on the path to the dark side, just like when the pirate turned Matthew to the dark path after losing his wife. They both lost something they love. Now Emmett Swanson is twisted and evil, just like his great-grandfather. Let's move on to the next part of the story. We are going to be talking about Mary Granger, and we are also gonna be talking about, is the mayor of Plotagon himself, Christopher Smith. Before he became the mayor of Plotagon, we have to go back to where his story began. Let's start it off with Mary Granger. The story begins in 1973. Mary is watching the news on TV while she's sitting on a sofa.
I wonder what's on TV today.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul, and I will be your host for Plotagon News today. 20 minutes ago, a criminal tried to rob the bank, but the police caught him and now he will be behind bars for committing that crime.
Yay, I'm glad the cops caught that criminal. Nobody takes something that doesn't belong to them.
Now we pass it on to our reporter, Victoria.
Thank you, Paul. In other news, the Vietnam War has finally ended. Plotagon have won the victory after the Alliance lost the war. The Alliance agreed to sign the final agreement, and this is the final result to an end of the Vietnam War. We hope everyone is safe from the war we faced. That's all I have for today. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Victoria. Without being said, this is Paul, signing off from Plotagon News.
Thank goodness the war finally ended, and they have won the war against the Evil Alliance. That reminds me, the reporter on the news now inspired me to tell real stories that is happening in the Plotagon world. I think I will be a reporter someday.
And that was her dream, to become a reporter for Plotagon News. She was passionate about her goals and she believes that it will become reality. 7 years later, Mary goes to a job interview with someone who will be her boss to become a reporter.
Hello, welcome to the Plotagon News studio. You must be Mary Granger.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. How are you doing today?
I am doing well. How about yourself?
Great, thanks. Shall we start?
Yeah, sure.
Please, have a seat. First of all, let me introduce myself. I am the manager of Plotagon News here, and we have an open position, so we have been interviewing applicants to fill the position as quickly as possible.
Yes, sir. I heard about Plotagon News when I was 10 years old, and I think I am a good fit.
We suddenly have several ongoing reports and the team is working hard. We are hoping to keep busy for a long time.
During my high school years, I wrote a report about when the governor signed an agreement with the senator to pay $160,000. So that's how I developed that skill and I started to get good at it.
That's good to hear. What school did you graduate from?
I was a student at Plotagon High School, and I graduated with a high school diploma.
What are you looking for in a job?
The job as a reporter should definitely help me grow in my career. I will be happy to learn and grow as I work in a Plotagon News company like yours.
You are right. There is plenty of room for advancement in our company. What are your strengths? Why should I hire you?
I am a hard worker and a fast learner. I am very eager to learn. My friends also find me very easy to work with.
Very well. Now, do you mind working overtime?
No, I do not.
Because sometimes we get overwhelmed with heavy workload.
I understand that's the nature of the job. When I was going to school, I was in a reporter club, and I took quite a few stories while working for at least 2 hours every week. And I handled that situation very well.
Do you have any questions for me?
No, I think I have a pretty good understanding of the requirements. I believe that I can handle it with ease, and the fact that you provide all the training sounds excellent. I hope to have the opportunity to work for you.
Mary Granger, welcome to Plotagon News.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
I can tell that you are a good reporter. We will see you tomorrow. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you too. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Mary Granger finally get the job she wanted. She was so excited to start working tomorrow. The next day, Mary gets ready to be a reporter for Plotagon News.
Alright, Mary, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright, we are going live in 3, 2, 1. Hello everyone. My name is Paul, and I will be your host for Plotagon News today. Billionaire Emmett Swanson has brought the White House today with all the money he managed to save. Now we go to Mary Granger to discuss more about Emmett Swanson.
Emmett Swanson is a young billionaire boy who started his career at Swanson Enterprises. 11 years ago, his parents Harold and Lucia Swanson were killed in a car accident, leaving their only son with millions of dollars. Now he brought the White House for the first time, and he's making a lot of money as we speak. We'll bring you more updates about Emmett Swanson. Back to you, Paul.
Thank you, Mary. That's all the news we have for today. Without being said, this is Paul, signing out for Plotagon News. Have a great day, everyone.
After Mary finished her job, she goes to eat something at the cafe to order food.
Hello, welcome to the Plotagon Cafe. How can I help you?
I would like summer tomato soda with saffron with a glass of water, please.
Very well then, that would be $8.25.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mary meets Emmett for the first time and they became best friends. 5 months later, Emmett asks Mary to be his girlfriend. She says yes to him and they both started dating for the first time. Mary get invited to his house and she had a great time with him and his friends. Emmett and Mary had been together for 3 years and he finally proposed to her. They get married 2 days later and they live a happy life. Mary goes back to Plotagon News to talk about the report of their marriage. In 1991, Paul was staying at his house ready for work. But something happened to him. Paul dies from a heart attack. The news quickly spread, and Mary cries when she loses her mentor. Everyone in Plotagon was really sad that they lost their host from Plotagon News. However, Dave has chosen Mr. Hernandez to be the new host of Plotagon News. In 2004, Mary hires Emmett's new employees, Christopher Smith, David Allen, and Zachary Kingdom.
All right, guys, you are hired. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mary.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm looking forward to work with you guys.
I be looking forward to work with my new friends.
I'm very glad to hear that, David.
Let's just hope that this opportunity will be worth it.
Don't worry, Zachary. It will all be worth at the end.
2 weeks later, Mary returns home to find her husband Emmett.
Hey honey, I'm home. Baby? Baby? Emmett, where are you? What's behind this door? What in the world is this? I never been in this room before. There's the time machine. What's it doing here? Emmett must have built it just in case, if he goes back in time to alter history.
Hopefully the woman that I love doesn't find out about this. I thought I want to put something very interesting to these secret doors for in and out. Let's keep the employees at the bank, keep the mouth shut, so that nobody will ever find out what we are really up to.
No! No! It can't be.
I'm afraid it's true, Mary.
Emmett, you are behind on this. You lied to me the whole time.
Oh yes, I have indeed lied to you ever since we met.
How could you do this to me? I thought you were my beloved husband.
No, I have used you like a random tool you are.
A random tool? Are you kidding me? After everything I did for you?
I used you to be on my side in order for me to complete my ultimate plan.
So what's your plan now, Emmett?
I am going to destroy Plotagon forever.
No, I'm not going to let you destroy Plotagon. I'm reporting this to the news.
You're not going anywhere.
Put the gun down, or I'm going to slap you in the face, boy.
I don't think so. It's time for your execution. Now you will be forgotten. Forever. Mary's body has now been hidden in my lab. Now, no one will find her ever again. Mr. Kingdom, did you check out the entire house?
Yes, sir. Everything is clear.
Excellent. You are one of my best employees in my business. You know what? I'm going to make you the CEO of Plotagon.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it.
You are welcome, Mr. Kingdom.
Mary, are you home?
Oh crap, it's Chris.
Don't worry, Zach. Smith will be here any second. Let him find out. I've been expecting him.
Mary, are you here?
Dude, where's Mary?
I don't know. She must be here somewhere.
What is that? It looks like a secret door.
Yeah, it is, but there's only one way to find out.
Whoa. What the heck is this?
It must be Swanson's lab.
Chris, look. It's the time machine.
Interesting. Swanson must have built the time machine to go back in time. But it looks like it's never used.
You're telling me he never used this time machine in the first place?
You have a point there. Let's go see what's on Swanson's computer.
This, my friends, is my super secret computer. With this computer, we can transfer all the money from all the Plotagon banks. And we can all be richer. Sounds like a good idea, boss. Yes, Eddie, and a very good opportunity.
Oh, my goodness. This is what his real plans were.
I can't believe he lied to everyone, including Mary.
Yeah, I feel bad for her. But the question is, where is Mary?
She could be anywhere.
Let's find her together.
Sounds like a plan.
Mary. Oh no, what has he done to you?
Oh my god. She's dead.
I know. She's been shot and killed.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Let's go talk to Zach. We need to tell him what happened.
Agreed. Let's go. Hey Zach, we have something important to tell you. We found Swanson's secret lair, and we figured out his real plan. He's been lying to everybody, including his wife. But guess what? Mary got shot. She's dead.
Yeah, but I'm unaware of that.
Zach, what are you doing?
I'm working for Swanson now.
Hello, Smith.
You? What did you do to Mary?
I killed her.
Why? She was your wife.
She was a random tool.
You lied to her and the people of Plotagon.
I used them to do my dirty work. But now that is done, I shall finally succeed.
Why are you working with this snake?
Because I am a snake who foils your plans, learning your secrets. I know them, and so do you.
How could you do this, Zach? You were our friend.
Things change, Chris. You should have worked with Swanson instead of that witch.
You take that back.
Silence! I will not hear another word from you.
Fine. What's your plan now, Swanson?
Well, now that my mission is over, I'm going to destroy Plotagon forever and conquer another Earth.
That's not going to happen. We're gonna stop you from destroying Plotagon and my people.
You're too late, Smith. The nuclear bomb will be going off in 1 minute and 50 seconds. I don't think you guys are getting out of here alive.
You won't escape Swanson. We will stop you.
No one can stop me now. Goodbye, Smith and Allen. We will never see your faces again.
See you next time. Not.
He's gone. He went to another world to conquer and rule.
There's nothing we can do. The bomb is about to explode. What are we going to do?
We go in the refrigerator.
Do you think it's big enough to fit the both of us?
Precisely. Now get in. We're running out of time.
I'm gonna miss Plotagon after this.
We will figure out the way. Come on.
Alright, we got out. Oh my gosh! The city is now destroyed.
I know. Plotagon City is gone, and we lost. Swanson has won, and our boss is dead. We can't do anything about it now.
Our city and our people are dead because of this stupid nuclear bomb. We are the last survivors of Plotagon.
Maybe so, but I don't think we're gonna be the last survivors for too long.
What do you mean?
We have to build our own lab to invent a time machine. The same lab that Swanson had.
What are you suggesting?
We use the time machine to go back in time, spy on Swanson while recording something we can use. Once I gather all the evidence, Swanson will know that I'm watching him. As he leaves with his henchmen, I'm gonna go to his lab to export all the video evidence in his computer, so that way, Mary can find out his secret earlier than this timeline.
Now that's really smart. We shall get started building the lab.
Good idea. Let's get started with the lab, and we'll deal with the rest.
Agreed. Let's do it.
Our lab is finally finished. Nice work.
Thanks, Chris. Same to you. Your brilliant idea just did the trick. I am so happy that we have our own base to start our mission.
Now that our base is built, it's time to start our mission.
Right, of course. Before we start this mission, let me get you set up. Boom.
Whoa. What is this?
This is your new spy suit. It comes with black gloves, and when you go invisible, your shoes and your new suit will make no noise. This suit also has a new ability to vibrate through walls or through solid objects.
That's fantastic.
What you have on right now is your video glasses. It has a camera input which records 1080p 60 frames per second. So that means you can record everything that Swanson is doing, including his own plan.
Sweet.
Alright, let's get you into the time machine. Everything is good to go. Are you ready to begin your new journey?
Yes, David, I am ready to begin my new task on this journey.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to send you to that date, June 28, 1979, at the Plotagon Library. That's when Swanson's journey began, when he read something at the library.
Excellent. It is time for me to leave this timeline and make a new one. This is for Mary and the people of Plotagon.
Damn right.
See you at the other side. We'll see each other again when everything is fixed.
I will. Goodbye, my friend. The fate of Plotagon rests in your hands. Good luck.
Oh wow. So this is how it all began. Well, not bad. Oh crap, he's coming. I'd better go invisible and find a hiding spot.
Alright, I'm here. Now I need something to read. Let's see what we got in the shelf. Interesting. I'm gonna read this one. After all these years of being a Plotagon citizen, I finally know how to become a king to this world. Now everything is mine.
Bro. I can't believe he read that book and became evil. I have to follow him. I have to find out what he's really up to.
Smith decided to go invisible and not make any noise by watching Swanson's every move with his video glasses. He is recording him, as he is revealing his true plan to wipe out Plotagon from existence. From 1979 to 1983, Smith learned about Swanson's life and what he has done with Mary and everyone he lied to, due to his pride. 2 weeks later, after Emmett and Mary got married, Smith decided to reveal himself to Swanson and confront him.
I finally got married with Mary. My plan is working out perfectly. Soon I will wipe out Plotagon from existence so that I can conquer another world. But for now, I must continue to rule Plotagon City, and my journey to the dark side will be complete.
What the? Who the hell are you? Why are you here in my house?
Oh Swanson, you're so curious to find out who I am, huh? But you should know, I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
How did you get in here?
Should I even tell you this? Or should I just punch you in the face?
You listen here, man in black. Tell me who you really are, or I'm gonna suplex you and choke you to death.
I'm beginning to love your temper you've been developing. I have been watching you all this time, since you read the book about how to be a Plotagon king.
What?
You don't believe me? I know your every move, and all of your secrets. You think you can wipe us out from existence. I don't think so. I'm gonna come for you, and take everything you swore to destroy Plotagon.
No! No!
Your plan will fail, and everyone you lied to will turn their backs on you.
No! Everything will be mine!
You are so pathetic to think that everything will come to your desire. I really doubt that.
What are you?
I am a spy, and I'm going to keep watching you until you fail.
You are so gonna regret this.
Got a message for you, Swanson. Things are gonna be changing here in Plotagon, and this will be a day long remembered. We will be free from your stupid existence, once and for all. Enjoy your day while it lasts. Good luck to you, Swanson scum.
Boss, is something wrong?
Unfortunately, yes. Someone knows about my secret and our plan.
What are you talking about?
The guy with the black suit told me that my plan will fail.
Who is he?
He was a spy. He's been watching me this whole time since I read that book about how to be a Plotagon king 4 years ago.
That's insane.
We have to get out of here before that spy guy comes back. He's after me.
But where are we going?
We're going to Swanson Enterprises.
Why there?
My company has a guest room, so we'll stay there for a couple more days until that spy guy is gone.
I understand, boss.
Don't be sad, Jack. We'll be back here and continue our plan to destroy Plotagon when it's all over.
For sure, boss. Let's get to moving.
Yes. Let's go.
Swanson thinks that he's going to get away with it. No. Now I'm about to expose him. Off to his secret lab. This is it. This is the moment I have been waiting for. I got all the video evidence of Emmett Swanson's plan. Now I need to do is export all the footage on his supercomputer. Excellent. I'm online. Now I'm going to export all the video evidence of Swanson automatically, so that Mary can see it herself. Alright, let's go. Now I have to wait until Mary is home. She's here. Time to hide. It's time for her to find out the truth.
Hey baby, I'm home. Emmett. 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 Emmett, where are you? What's behind this door? What in the world is this? I've never been in this room before. Is that a time machine? What's a time machine doing here in this secret room? What kind of computer is this? I'm gonna look this up.
After all these years of being a Plotagon citizen, I finally know how to become a king to this world. I'm going to hire some henchmen to help me rob all the Plotagon banks to steal millions of dollars so that we can all be rich. I need you to go to the Plotagon factory and give me 2 androids and a robot. Understand, Commander? Hopefully the woman that I love doesn't find out about this. That will break my heart just a little bit. With this computer, we can transfer all the money from all the Plotagon banks. And we can all be richer. Everything is mine.
What? Are you freaking kidding me? My own husband manipulated me and lied to me my whole life with him. He wasn't winning a lot of lotteries. He's been stealing them with his bodyguards, or should I call them robbers? Now he's transferring all the money to his fake credit card. This is bullcrap. I can't believe he would do this to me, after everything I did for him. He didn't care about me, all he ever cared about is himself and the money. I am leaving. I'm gonna tell Proxy. Proxy, please come here.
What is it, Miss Granger? My God, what is this room?
This is your master's secret room.
But where's Master Swanson?
He's gone, and he's nowhere to be found. Your Master Swanson has been lying to you this whole time. He manipulated you, Walter, including Amy. He wasn't winning a lot of lotteries. He was working with those bodyguards, who turned out to be his henchmen, his goons.
No, this can't be.
Unfortunately, it's true. He broke my heart, and I will never, ever forgive him for what he did.
I understand your pain, Miss Granger. It seems that he was born and raised from a supervillain family.
I'm so mad at him, I can't stand his lies anymore. Now he's no good.
Yes, he is. He was always born with darkness. Now he's consumed, twisted by the dark side. Young Swanson has become.
I have to get out of here. I can't stay here anymore. Will you help me pack my things, please?
Yes, Miss Granger. I will escort you out immediately.
All right, thank you, Proxy.
You're welcome.
Please tell Walter and Amy what happened, and keep your mouth shut until I return.
Okay, I promise.
Goodbye, Proxy. I will see you soon.
She's gone. Now she has figured out the truth. Mary has no choice but to leave Plotagon for good. One thing's for sure, she will be back. Now, it's time for me to return home and finally expose him for good. Plotagon will be saved, and Swanson will be finally arrested. When that happens, we will be free from him and we will never, ever see him again.
Christopher Smith returns to his timeline on June 13, 2004, where it all began on his journey. Mary Granger decided to leave Plotagon for good on December 12, 1983, after she figured out the real truth about Emmett Swanson.
Hello, Mom. How can I help you today?
I would like to buy a ticket for a flight to go to an island.
Okay, that ticket will be $50.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But before you leave, why do you want to go on the island?
Because my husband lied to me, and the people of Plotagon. I had no choice but to leave Plotagon for good.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you'll find someone new.
Yeah, I hope so. When I return, I'm gonna hire someone to expose my husband, and then, I'm gonna confront him, before he gets arrested.
I'm gonna pray for you, until that happens.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. One day, he will finally get what he deserves, and we will be free from him forever.
Well, I wish you a safe flight and hope we can see each other again soon.
We will, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a safe flight.
Mary goes on the airplane to go to the island, to begin her new life. In 1985, Mary is having at the beach. That is, until she meets someone.
Hello there. It seems that you're relaxing alone. Can I join you?
Sure.
So, what's your name?
My name is Mary Granger. What is your name?
My name is Joseph. Joseph Sanchez.
It's nice to meet you, Joseph.
Nice to meet you too, Mary.
How long have you been here?
I've been living here for a long time when I was born and raised.
Really?
Yes. My father used to be a surfer. I was in love with surfing, and I told him if he can teach me. He agreed with me, and he taught me how to surf on my board when the wave gets big. Now I'm a surfer full-time, and I love working here. It's so much fun.
That is awesome. I'm so glad that you are working as a surfer.
Me too, Mary. Do you want me to stay with you?
Of course. Anything.
Thank you so much, Mary. It means a lot to me.
No problem, Joseph. It's really beautiful out here.
Yeah, it sure is. It always has.
and it always will be a beautiful day.
That is certainly right. We should do this again sometime.
For sure. I had a great time talking with you.
Me too.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Mary. Hopefully, we'll talk again sometime.
Yeah, we should. It was a great meeting you, Joseph. Hope to see you soon.
Goodbye, Mary.
Goodbye, Joseph. I wish you a great, wonderful day. Alright, it's 6 p.m. I'm gonna get changed in my new dress. Now I'm ready. It's time to meet Joseph at the restaurant.
There's Mary. Alright, it's time for me to tell her how I really feel.
Hey Joseph, you look really handsome.
Thank you, Mary. You look really beautiful in that dress.
Thank you, and yes, this is a beautiful dress. I just got it earlier ago.
How much did that dress cost?
$40.
$40? That's a lot of money.
But lucky for me, I used my retirement money to buy the dress, to spend time dinner together.
Now that makes so much sense.
It sure does. How much did your suit cost?
It cost $30.
That's not bad.
I know. This is the perfect suit. I feel like this suit is the perfect choice for our dinner.
Of course, it's the perfect choice for your suit. It looks good on you.
Thank you so much, Mary.
You're welcome.
Mary, there's something I need to tell you.
Okay, what is it?
Mary, we've known each other for 3 months now. I had a great 3 months with you. We went to relax on the beach, surfed together, but most importantly, we spent so much time together. You have always been there for me. You make me smile with your red hair and your blue eyes. Your blue eyes shines like the sun, and your red hair is like a red diamond. Nothing will compare to your red hair of fire. That is how I feel about you, Mary. I like you so much, and I want to build a relationship with you.
Oh, Joseph, that was so sweet of you. I have something to tell you too. When I first met you on the beach, I was in love with you. I feel like I am safe with you from my former husband, and I feel like we could have a relationship together. No matter what happens to us, I will not abandon you.
I'll have to ask you this question. Will you be my girlfriend?
Of course, babe. I thought you never ask. I am very excited to take this relationship to the next big step.
Me too, Mary. We will make new memories and make a wonderful, bright future.
Our future will be very bright, my love. We just need to have faith in ourselves and never give up.
That's right. If you put your mind to it, you can achieve anything.
Yes, Joseph. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it.
Of course. There's one last thing I have to ask you. Who was your husband? Why did you came here in the first place?
My husband's name was Emmett Swanson. We met at the cafe. He was a kind person, and he cared a lot of people. We were best friends for 5 months, until he asked me to be his girlfriend. I agreed. I spent time with him and his friends at his house. I had a blast. After we were together for 3 years, he asked me to marry him. I said yes, and 2 days later, we were married. 2 weeks after our marriage, I got home from work and I noticed something was very wrong. I opened a secret door and it turns out, Emmett had a secret lab. He had a time machine which I never seen before, but it was already there. The last thing I saw was the videos of Emmett's secret and his plan to destroy Plotagon forever. He was working for his henchmen, which I thought was his security guards. He didn't win the lotteries. He was stealing millions of dollars from every Plotagon bank. I now realized that he had been lying to me and the people of Plotagon this whole time. That is why I had to leave to live on this island and be happy. When I met you, you made me so happy to forget my past and move forward with my life. Every time I see you, it's like you are a very bright man.
I'm always bright. and I always will be the brightest man of our relationship. I'm very sorry for what Swanson did to you and the people of Plotagon. But someday, Swanson will get what he deserves.
In time he will. But for right now, I must wait until I am ready to expose the Emmett Swanson, once and for all.
How are you going to expose Swanson?
I'll hire someone to help me expose Emmett Swanson, so the whole world can see the truth about him. When my new employee has the evidence, then I will confront him, and get him arrested.
That's great, Mary, but...
But what?
I want to be the one to arrest Swanson for everything he's done to you and your people.
That sounds like a great choice.
He sure is, Mary, but only time will tell. Now, let's get something to eat for dinner.
Right, let's get something to eat. I'm starving.
Okay, I got the ring ready. Now I'm going to propose to Mary because I love her so much. I will do anything to make her happy. Let's give this a shot and make it happen.
Hey, babe.
Hey, baby. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just wanted to see the beautiful you.
Aw, honey, you're so sweet.
Yes, I am.
You have been so kind to me lately, and you always make me smile. I love spending time with you. You are my everything, baby. I will always love you.
Thank you, babe. I want to say something to you for a long time.
Okay, babe. Go ahead.
Mary, my beautiful girlfriend, my bright star. We have been together for 3 years. When I first met you, I felt in love with you. Your smile, your joy, and your beauty warms my heart. There's a question that I wanted to ask you for a long time. Mary Granger, will you marry me?
Yes, yes, I will marry you, my love.
We're gonna get ready to get married 2 days from now.
Yay, I'm so excited.
Morning, everyone. We are gathered here today to celebrate the marriage of Joseph and Mary. I will start with Joseph first. Do you, Joseph Sanchez, take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Mary Granger, take this man to be lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You shall kiss the bride.
Joseph and Mary finally got married on September 5, 1988. Mary has now 2 kids. Griffin Sanchez was born on May 1, 1991, and Emma Sanchez was born on May 8, 1993.
Chris?
David, my friend. I am so glad to see you again.
It's great to see you too, Chris. Did you got the video evidence of Swanson?
Yep, I got it. Wait. My beard, it's gone. But this means the timeline is forever changed.
It is now changed indeed.
Do you still remember everything from the original timeline?
Of course I remember. You are the only one who finished the mission. With all the video evidence of Swanson, what should we do now?
Now is the time to expose Emmett Swanson.
What is it?
I have to answer it. Hello?
Hello, Chris. I wasn't expecting you to answer this call.
Mary? Is that you?
Of course it's me. You sound like you haven't seen me in a while. Is everything alright?
Yeah, everything is great.
Brilliant! Do you have the video evidence of Emmett Swanson?
Yep, I got it right here.
Excellent. Now you need to take that evidence so that the world can finally see the truth of what Emmett did.
It will be done, Mary.
Alright then. See you later.
Well, Chris, it's time.
It is time indeed, David. Let's get out of the lab and go to the news studio. Wait a minute. We're a few minutes early. Swanson's not here.
Then we have no time to lose. We have to give this evidence to the news studio before Swanson makes a deal with Zach.
You're right. Let's go.
Chris, are we there yet?
Yep, we're almost there. Stay here. I'm going to get this evidence to the news general manager. Make sure nobody breaks into this car.
You got it. Hello, Mr. Smith. What can I do for you today?
I need you to get this evidence of Emmett Swanson out there immediately.
But Emmett Swanson is a good man.
He's been lying to you and everybody this whole time. He's planning to destroy Plotagon.
What? Why would he do this?
He wants to destroy all of us with a nuclear bomb so that he can take over another world. That's all I have to say.
How do you know this?
Well, let's just say it's complicated.
Fair enough. I'm gonna get this evidence of Swanson out there, so that people can find out the truth about him.
Brilliant. After it's over, Plotagon will be finally free of Emmett Swanson forever.
Yes, Plotagon will be free, and that needs to happen today.
Thanks for helping me out, Mr.
Thompson. Benny Thompson.
It was nice meeting you, Mr. Thompson. I have to go back to Swanson's house to see if he gets arrested or not. Good luck with the news company.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Good luck to you two on your journey. We will talk again soon. Hello everyone. This is Mr. Hernandez, and I will be your host for Plotagon News today. Moments ago we received this footage of Emmett Swanson from Mary's employee, Mr. Christopher Smith. Smith claims that Emmett Swanson have been ruling Plotagon City for 25 years. Let's take a look at the first clip of Emmett Swanson's real plan.
I finally got married with Mary. My plan is working out perfectly. Soon I will wipe out Plotagon from existence so that I can conquer another world. But for now, I must continue to rule Plotagon City, and my journey to the dark side will be complete.
Wow! It seems like Emmett Swanson has been ruling Plotagon for 25 years. We thought he was protecting our city. We were wrong all along. Now we have Christopher Smith to tell us about Emmett Swanson's next move. So tell me, Mr. Smith, what is Emmett Swanson up to right now?
Swanson is about to make a deal with Zachary Kingdom.
And what kind of deal is that?
He is planning to destroy Plotagon forever.
What? Why would he do that?
He wants to destroy the human race of Plotagon so that he can take over the other world.
That's pretty insane.
I know it's insane, but it's true. He's been lying to all of you this whole time. Whatever you do, don't go outside because Emmett Swanson and Zachary Kingdom is wanted for their crimes. Stay in your houses until Swanson and Kingdom are arrested. That's all I have to say about Emmett Swanson and his plan. Thanks for having me, Mr. Hernandez. Stay safe, lock your doors, until this is over.
You heard him, folks. Make sure to lock your doors and stay in your houses until we are free from Emmett Swanson forever. This is Mr. Hernandez, signing off from Plotagon News.
It looks like a plan worked. Now all we need to do is to wait an officer to get here to arrest Swanson and Kingdom.
Sounds like a plan.
Swanson! Swanson!
I think we hear something. Let's take a listen.
Swanson, you're not gonna believe this? That swine Smith exposed you on the news. Now the Plotagon people is turning their backs on you.
It doesn't matter. Perhaps our deal can be changed.
What? What do you mean?
Since Smith was brave enough to expose me, I should let them try to arrest me.
Are you insane? We had a deal.
Our deal is concluded. You're just a spoiled child that think you can always get what you want, but you can never get anything from me.
Do you know what? I should let those cops arrest you right now.
I knew that you would betray me. I never trusted you. I wanted to see if you were still working for me. But it looks like your anger is giving you strength.
Cut the bull crap. I'm tired of living in your shadow. I guess it's time for me to realize that you're a stuck rich bastard.
Now that's what I like to see. Get out of my office. I don't want to see your ugly face again.
Fine. Hope you rot in hell for all of eternity.
I actually doubt that.
Okay kids, Mommy is going to do something in the courthouse. You guys stay here and don't go outside until it's over.
Are you going to be okay, Mommy?
I will, sweetheart. Stay here, and everything will be fine.
We will, Ma.
Chris, someone is coming.
Quick, get down. This is it. The moment we all been waited for.
Indeed, my friend. Let's listen and see what happens.
Oh man, look at this joint. It's starting to get really good, you know what I mean? Oh wait, now let the fun begin.
Not on my watch, sweetie.
Mary, it's so good to see you. How are you, honey?
Don't honey me, you know what you did.
What did I do?
Oh, so you don't know what you did, you piece of garbage.
Why are you so mad at me?
You manipulated me, lied to me my whole life when I was with you. Not only that, you manipulated Amy, Walter, Proxy, and everyone here on Plotagon. And you have been working with those bodyguards, or should I say, your henchmen. Admit that you have been stealing millions of dollars from all the Plotagon banks. Admit it.
Oh, Mary, you are so naive. Yes, I did lie to you. I've been using you as a random tool.
A random tool? Are you freaking kidding me? You never cared about me. All you ever care about is yourself and the money.
What I care about is spreading fear, chaos, war, and corruption.
That's it. You're about to get slapped in the face, boy.
Griffin, it sounds like Mom is yelling at someone else at the courthouse. I think we should get in there.
But Ma said to stay in the car.
She hasn't told us what's really going on. And she hasn't told us that if she dated someone before Daddy.
You're right. She's been keeping that secret for too long.
Let's just go to the courthouse and find out the truth ourselves.
Come on, sis. Let's get out of the car.
Wait a minute, was that Mary's kids?
I believe they are.
Then why are they going in Swanson's house?
Maybe they just need to know the truth about their mother confronting Swanson. But they're too young to find out anyway.
Guess there's only one way to find out.
Mommy, what's all the screaming?
Yeah, Ma, we can hear you yelling from here.
I told you kids to stay in the car.
But we heard a lot of yelling coming out of that door, so me and Griffin decided to investigate what's going on.
Who are those kids? Are they my brats?
Your brats? No, they're my kids.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, they're not yours. So therefore, you are not the father.
Well, good, because I hate children. They're just annoying brats. I like to punch them and teach them a lesson.
How dare you say such a thing? You know what? I want a divorce.
Well, good. We're gonna sign those divorce papers right now.
Mary and her kids are coming back.
Then we need to find a different hiding spot. Follow me.
All right, kids. The police will pick you up. Me and your father got this.
You married that guy in the red suit?
Yes, Emmett was my husband, but he lied to me and manipulated everyone here. Joseph, your father, is on the way to arrest him for good, and he'll be executed.
That's great, Ma.
Okay, the police are here. Let's get you kids to safety. Okay, Joseph, we're here.
Alright, Barry. Let's take care of this clown.
So is that the officer that's going to arrest Swanson?
I believe so.
What are you going to do?
I'm gonna go into his house and confront him one last time before he goes to jail.
Alright, good luck, my friend. Be careful, Kingdom and Swanson are still in there.
I'm always careful.
Plotagon Police, you're under arrest.
Hello, officer. Are you here to arrest me?
As a matter of fact, I am. Now get your lazy butt off the chair. Now! Emmett Matthew Swanson, you're under arrest for stealing millions of dollars from every Plotagon bank and working with those henchmen of yours.
Actually, they're my goons. They're just worthless and no use to me.
Well, good, because we already arrested your goons, and we let them go discharged. But except you, perhaps.
So tell me, officer, what is your name?
This is my new husband. His name is Officer Joseph Sanchez, and he is the officer that's going to arrest your stupid appearance.
I love that anger of yours.
You shut your mouth before I shut it for you.
Why, Sanchez? Just because you got manipulated by me? Yes, I did lie to all of you and manipulated you to get what I want. But you, Sanchez, are just a puppet.
Alright, that's enough. Let's go.
Well, Swanson, you're right where I want you. Handcuffed by the man who foiled your plan.
I knew you were behind all this. You were a spy, and you were watching me this whole time. I should grab my fist and punch you in the face.
I told you your plan will fail, and now you're finally going to get what you deserve.
You won't get away with this, Smith. I'll come back, and I will make you pay for putting me away.
Shut your freaking mouth up, Swanson. Get in the damn car. Now!
Hey you.
You?
What are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same question.
You shouldn't be here.
And you shouldn't be in the situation, you swine.
Kingdom, you're under arrest. Put your hands above your head, now.
Well, I guess it's over for me.
Tell me, Zach, do you really feel sorry for yourself?
Actually, I do. I finally realized that Swanson is just a mean person. I thought he will give me what I want, but I was wrong.
You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you might find you get what you need.
Thanks, Chris. I'll try to learn better next time. I'm sorry for everything.
I accept your apology. You'll get the best help around here.
I know. When I get out from jail, I'm gonna move somewhere else where it's safer.
I understand. Good luck to you.
Thank you. Goodbye, Chris.
Goodbye, Zach. Well, David, it's finally over. Plotagon is free from Swanson forever.
Yes, Chris. After 25 years, Plotagon is free from Swanson's chains.
Indeed, my friend. What's gonna happen now?
Now we need to find someone who can lead us and repair the damage that Emmett Swanson has done to our city.
Really? That's awesome.
There's one question I need to ask you, Chris. How did you find a way to expose Emmett Swanson?
Sure, why would you take a seat? And I'll tell you everything. In the original timeline, you found out the truth about Emmett Swanson this year. But Swanson found you in his lair and killed you. Me and David were looking for you. After we figured it out what Swanson was really up to, we found you, and you were shot and killed. We came here to tell Zach what happened, but Zach was working with Swanson all along. Swanson revealed his true plan to us, that he was going to destroy Plotagon with a nuclear bomb and take over the next world. He escaped, and we went inside the refrigerator. When we came out of the refrigerator, Plotagon City was destroyed. But I had an idea. Me and David built the same lab that Swanson had, and we created the time machine. It took us 4 months to build. David invented my spy suit and my video glasses. I began my mission to finally go back in time where Swanson's journey began. I've been watching him for 4 years from 1979 to 1983. After you and Emmett were married 2 weeks later, I decided to reveal myself to Swanson. I told him that his plan would fail. He was filling with anger and hatred. I decided to disappear and watch his evil do office run away. I went to his secret lab and I exported all the video evidence of Emmett Swanson to his supercomputer. By the time you got home, I went invisible and let you find out the truth about Emmett Swanson, including his real plan. When you decided to leave Plotagon for a while, I came out of my hiding spot and returned back to the year 2004. That is how it all leads up to getting Emmett Swanson arrested, and Plotagon is now free from Emmett Swanson forever.
Wow, I didn't know that you were doing this for me. Do you know what, Chris? I think we need someone like you to lead us in the right path.
Really? That will be an honor. I'll think about it.
Great. Whatever you're ready, help as many people as you can, and inspire them to be in the right path of God.
I will certainly do that. After all, God will help me restore this city and become the best leader I can be. But for right now, I'm gonna put it on hold until I'm passionate about becoming someone far more greater than you could possibly imagine.
That is a great choice. God has a plan for you, and trust me, your future will be very bright.
The future hasn't been written yet. The future is whatever we make it. So I will make it a good one, for all of us.
You will, Chris. You just need to have faith in God. He will show you the way.
Indeed he will, because he is the light, the truth, and the life.
Of course he is. He created all of us to be in the right path of Christ.
Thank you so much for the kind words. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome, Chris. I'm always here to support you no matter what.
There's some questions I have to ask you.
All right, David, tell me.
When I saw a boy and a girl walked out of your car, was that your kids?
Yes, they're my kids.
That's so cool. What are their names?
Griffin and Emma.
That's really nice. At least you have a family now.
Yep, I do. The officer that arrested Emmett, that was my husband.
Dang. That's crazy. What's his name?
His name is Joseph.
So it seems that Officer Joseph Sanchez was the one that arrested Emmett Swanson.
That's certainly correct.
So this means you cheated on Emmett after you left Plotagon.
Yep, I sure did.
Well, Mary, it looks like I'm gonna start my great plan on my new journey. Good luck to your family. We will talk again soon.
Goodbye, Chris and David. I will see you soon.
Looks like we did it. Now that Plotagon is free, what are you gonna do now?
I've been thinking about what Mary said. And you know what? I'm gonna become the leader that Plotagon needs.
That's awesome. I'm going to support your dream. I know you can do it. You're the greatest friend I deserve.
Thanks, David. I'm glad to know someone like you. Maybe someday, I will achieve that goal with God, 'cause I'm never alone.
You never have been alone in your life. God will always be with you, until the end.
Goodbye, my great friend.
Goodbye, Chris.
Smith was able to get the motivation to become the leader that Plotagon needs. We'll continue Christopher Smith's story later. But for now, it's time to move on to the final chapter of the story. This is the story of the first hero god. It's none other than ENSFERRERO's father, Joe Ferrero. Let's begin his story before he became the first hero god. Ferrero was born on March 18, 1968. During his teenage years, he was failing at school, so his father sent him to military school. After 2 years of military school, he went to high school. He graduated high school in 1986, and in 1990, he got a job at the radio station. In 1995, Ferrero got home from work and was finally able to rest. Until something will change his life forever.
What in the world? Where am I?
Hello, Joe. It's great to see you here.
Who are you people?
We are the Elder Gods. We protect this universe with time and space itself.
I'm sorry, but there's only the one true God, and his name is Jesus.
We agree with you. Jesus is our leader.
Wait, what?
When God created the universe, he created us to keep it balanced at all costs.
God thought humans were too evil. He sent his only son to earth to die as a sacrifice so that we can get a clean slate. Jesus declared himself to be God and then proved it by his resurrection, finished his mission on earth. He came to die for the world's sins and rise again to give everlasting life to all who believe in him. Having finished this mission, he ascended into heaven, and then he met us. He became our leader and helped us out taking care of the earth, including the universe.
Wow, I didn't know God was helping you out this whole time. Where is he?
He's right behind you.
Hello there, my son.
Father? You have been working with them?
Yes, they work with me cleanse this universe with love, faith, hope, and kindness.
The earth is really blessed.
Very blessed indeed. Joe, you're finally in the right path, and you learned your mistakes. I am so proud of you. I think you are ready to receive a new gift from all of us. Take my hand, my son. You are ready.
You have finally redeemed yourself to be a better man. I think you will have a wonderful, bright future.
Your love was able to find you a great path. You should be very proud of yourself.
Not only that, you now live a healthy life and you were very brave enough to become a better person. Keep that great spirit in your heart and never give up.
We are all proud of you for getting rid of the negativity that happened to you in the past. God gave you a purpose, and now we're taking your path to the next big step.
Your family would be very proud of you, Joe. You deserve this wonderful gift.
And now, Joe of Earth, we choose you as champion.
And now, my son, my power lives within you forever.
Wow, that felt amazing. What am I?
You are our first God superhero.
That's so awesome.
You have now extraordinary powers and abilities.
You are now able to fly, run really fast, and shoot lightning. Your powers are combined with Superman, the Flash, and Thor. You can teleport with your lighting, and you can open up a portal with lighting to enter different dimensions of the multiverse.
That should come in handy.
Your powers have been connected to the Speed Force. You can now run fast enough to travel through time, and run fast enough to break the dimensional barrier to go to other worlds in the universe.
That is so cool.
Your Speed Force allows you to channel through your positive emotions like giving out motivation speeches, being kind to others, and never giving to hate. Love is the only thing stronger than hatred.
You're now able to share your powers with your family and friends. They will have the same powers as you, but their powers might be different.
Last but not least, you have your ability to heal. Not just yourself, you can heal others, including your friends and family whatever they get injured or hurt. You always be there for them, no matter what happens.
I couldn't imagine becoming a superhero. Thank you for giving me these powers to protect people and use them for good.
You are welcome. You deserve this gift. It's a great blessing from God.
It always will be the greatest blessing from God. He helped me out, even in those dark times. But the truth is, hope is the light. Hope is the light that gets rid of darkness.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. He guides us to the right path. When we will thank God, we are praising Him.
God will always be our Creator and our Heavenly Father. His love will always be stronger in this temple, cause this is His greatest creation.
God created us for a reason. He gave us a purpose to keep the universe in balance. But now, you are the universe's new protector.
But where are you going to send me now?
We are going to send you to the Plotagon world.
What's the Plotagon world?
The Plotagon world is an animated world where people can write stories, create characters, put some music and sound effects.
That's pretty interesting. You can count me in. It's time to be the hero that the universe needs.
Very well, my son. Once we send you to the Plotagon world, your journey will begin. Always remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Never forget that, my child. Never give up hope.
I'll never forget.
Good luck, young Ferrero. May the Holy Spirit protect you. Always.
So, this is the Plotagon world? It looks very different than my world. Maybe this is my purpose here. To become the hero the world needs.
Help us. Help.
Save us.
What's going on over there?
Hello, they're beautiful. You will be nice to be my girlfriend.
Get away from my girl, you swine.
Don't try your bravery against us. It won't work. Give us your money now.
Help us. Help.
Save us.
No one can help you now.
Hold it right there, criminal scum.
Who the hell do you think you are?
I am the god of superhero.
That's pathetic. You're just a guy with a weird costume. You can never stop us, hero god.
We'll see about that.
Oh. Mari, what did you do?
I gave your friend a little shock. Luckily, it didn't kill him.
You're gonna pay for that.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Oh.
Hey, what is going on over here? Maury? Blades? What do you think you're doing?
We wanted to steal the money because we couldn't buy everything we need.
We thought we could steal the money and get everything we wanted. I'm sorry, boss. We didn't find something to do with your lotteries.
You could have used my lottery tickets to win millions of dollars. I am disappointed in you two. Go!
But boss...
Go!
Are you two alright?
Yeah, we're okay.
I'm sorry that my men tried to steal your money. They just don't understand that my lotteries pays them millions of dollars. It's not right to do those bad things.
You're right, Mr. Swanson. I hope your men will be taught a lesson. Thank you for saving us from these criminals, hero god.
No problem, ma'am. Just trying to help out. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Stay safe and be careful.
Thank you, man. You are our hero.
So you must be the new hero in town.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Emmett Swanson, billionaire genius.
You're a billionaire?
Yes, I made billions of dollars by winning a lot of lotteries.
Wow, that's incredible. I wish I could win that much of lotteries. But you know what? I gotta be thankful for what I have.
What is your name, young hero?
My name is Joe. Joe Ferrero.
It's nice to meet you, Joe. I'm happy that you're here to experience Plotagon.
Me too, Emmett. I'm looking forward to learn everything here in Plotagon.
I'm glad to hear that you're starting your quest to find out the secrets of Plotagon. Make yourself at home, cause this is where your new journey begins.
Indeed, Emmett. We shall see.
So what brings you here in Plotagon?
The Elder God sent me to learn everything here in the Plotagon world.
If the Elder God sent you, then you are ready to begin your quest in Plotagon.
I just have one last question. Where do you work at?
I worked at my family's company called Swanson Enterprises. My father built its Swanson Enterprises and created his company. When he died, I took over my father's company
and turned it into my new alliance.
Wow, that's amazing. Your father should be very proud of you.
Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate your thoughts. Looks like you got something to do on your journey.
We'll talk again soon sometime.
Okay, good luck on your journey, my friend. There will be more great things to come for your future.
I got to say, Mr. Ferrero, this is your first time here in the Plotagon world. Who are you? My name is Harry Ducard. I'm one of the teachers in Plotagon. That's how the Elder Gods sent me here for a reason. You're the only one that can teach me about Plotagon. Exactly. Let me take you to the computer room so we can get started with your training. When you create your first Plotagon video, all you have to do is choose a scene, create your character, and type your character's dialogue. You can record your character's voice with the microphone and select the camera moves by clicking the camera icon button. After you did all those steps, you can share it with your friends and save it on your computer. I'll let you have your first try. Remember, concentrate on the moment. Use your instincts. I think I have a great idea. Mr. Ducard, I finished my video. Very good. Let's take a look at it. Let's see how you did with this masterpiece.
What's wrong, Andrea?
Some mean person told me to give up everything I do. That really hurt my feelings.
It doesn't matter what the mean person has said to you. What matters is that our love is the only way to overcome anything, including anger and hate.
I don't know if I can chase that dream anymore. I failed.
Why do we fall, Andrea? So that we can learn to pick ourselves up.
You still haven't given up on me.
Never.
Well done, Joe. Well done. I am very proud of you. Thank you, Mr. Ducard. This video is very inspiring, including my quotes. Come, my young one. There's much to discuss. What is troubling you, my young friend? When I was making my Plotagon video, I somehow came up with my new encouraging quotes. I just don't know how to spread the inspiration to people. In order to learn to spread the positivity to others, you must first master your own. Are you ready to begin? Yes, I am ready. You must use your gifts to spread the love and faith to people's hearts and give them the encouragement to be in the light. We're not gods, we're men, but you have been given some extraordinary abilities. If you make yourself more than just a man, you will devote yourself to an ideal, and if they can't stop you, you become something more entirely. What is it? Legend, Mr. Ferrero. Only you can get rid of the darkness and bring people hope. You just need to trust God to help you on this new journey. This is just the beginning. Yes, it is. I'm gonna go to Emmett Swanson's dinner party. Be careful, my young friend. Trust your instincts.
Right this way, sir. Mr. Swanson will see you now shortly.
Mr. Ferrero, Mr. Swanson wants to see you in his dinner room.
Excellent. Take me to him.
Joe, my friend! It's so great to see you!
It's great to see you too, Emmett. What is this room?
This is the dinner room. It may look like the diner, but it's still one of my favorite rooms to eat in.
This is pretty interesting.
Take a seat, my great friend. We have a lot of things to talk about. So, Joe, how's your training going?
My training is going good. I met my new Plotagon teacher today. His name is Mr. Ducard. He taught me everything about Plotagon, and I made my Plotagon video for the first time.
That is amazing, Joe.
It sure was. After I created my first animated video, Dukar taught me to spread the positivity and spread God's message to encourage people to be in the light of Christ.
That's good to know. Here comes our waiter.
Good evening, Master Swanson.
Good evening, Proxy.
Is everything okay?
Yes, everything is fine.
And who is our new guest?
This is my good friend, Joe Ferrero. He is the first god of superhero. He saved the citizens from my men trying to steal the money.
Hello there, Mr. Ferrero. It's very nice to meet you.
Are you a robot?
Oh yes, I am the robot of the Plotagon world. Master Swanson has told me some things about you.
Well, that was nice of him.
Scanning complete. Mr. Joe Ferrero, you were born on March 18th, 1968. You've been to military school for 2 years, and you went to high school until you graduated in 1986. Now you work at the radio station along with your team. It seems that you learned your mistakes and became a better man. You have allowed God to enter your life, and the Lord has blessed you with extraordinary abilities to make a difference in your life.
God has given me the purpose to use these gifts to inspire and encourage people to be in the light.
That is very kind of you, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Robot.
You're welcome, Joe. Please call me Proxy.
Alright then, Proxy. Nice to meet you.
You too, Joe. May I start taking your order?
I would have an iced tea, and I would like to have steak with green beans, please.
I would like a Pepsi, a hamburger with French fries, please.
Your food and your drinks will be here shortly.
Proxy is my robot butler. He does everything for me, but sometimes I don't need him to.
How did you meet him?
My old henchman Jack was not only to save Proxy the robot, but he saved Walter and Amy the androids as well when the Plotagon factory exploded. After their home was destroyed, I gave Walter and Amy a new home when I was going to build my first house. However, Proxy did not have a name, so I decided to call him the same name that we all know today, and that is when he became my first robot butler.
Wow, that is a crazy story.
It sure was, and I'm glad to have Proxy by my side. He will always have your back, no matter what. Thank you, Joe. You are a kind person.
You're welcome, Emmett. So are you.
Here comes our food.
Here's your Pepsi and your burger, sir.
Thanks, Proxy.
And here is your iced tea, including your steak with green beans, Master Ferrero.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your food, young sirs.
That food was really good.
Yeah, it was. This was the best meal I ever had.
I'm glad you had a great meal, Joe. It's really delicious.
Yes, it is.
Is there anything you want to tell me about?
Yes, I do. There's more. Always believe in yourself and don't let any bad thing happen to you. The most important thing that you need to remember, Ferreros never give up.
That is a good advice, Joe. I'll be sure to remember that.
I have to go now. See ya, Emmett.
See ya, Joe.
Master Ferrero, can I have a word with you, please?
Sure, what's up?
Emmett Swanson is a bad man.
What are you talking about?
Swanson is trying to turn you against me. I swear to you, that man only cares about himself and the money. One day he will betray you just like he did to all of us, including the Plotagon people.
Alright then, Proxy. I trust you. If Emmett is not a good person, then I should be aware of his plans.
Thank you, Joe. I really appreciate your support.
You're very welcome. I'll let you know if I found out everything about him.
Sweet. Good luck, Master Ferrero. I'm counting on you.
Right this way, Mr. Ferrero. Follow me. Here's your car, sir. Have a great day.
You too. I have a bad feeling about this.
As 2 years go by, Joe begins to spend time with Emmett Swanson, while Harry Ducard is continuing to train and teach Joe everything about Plotagon and Swanson's plan. In 1997, Joe begins to meditate while he closes his eyes to finally reveal Emmett Swanson's secret.
Oh my gosh. Joe, what's wrong? I just learned a terrible truth about Swanson. What have you foreseen? In my visions, Emmett Swanson's parents were killed by a man-demon with a yellow suit. When he was 17, he started ruling Plotagon and hired his henchmen to steal millions of dollars from the Plotagon banks. That lottery ticket that Swanson made up, it was all a lie. He wanted everyone to think he's winning the lotteries, but he is wrong. I think he's been ruling Plotagon for 18 years now. I'm going to comfort him. Remember what I taught you. Comfort your enemy by bravery and courage, nor anger and vengeance. Be a brave man, and don't let hate control you. Thanks, Mr. Ducard. I won't let hate or anger control me. Very good. Be careful, my young friend. Terrible things will come in your way. Good luck. Swanson, we need to talk.
Yes, Joe. Yes, we do.
I figured out everything.
Oh, really? What did you find out?
I found out that your parents were killed in a car accident. But it wasn't an accident. They were killed by a demon man with a yellow suit. You've been ruling Plotagon for a long time, and you used your henchmen to do your dirty work, including Proxy, Walter, Amy, and even Mary. That's why she left you. She didn't want to see you anymore.
Well, you know what? I'm glad what I did to these fools, because that past is a part of me now. I am your host, and you are my guest. You are welcomed to my home anytime.
You're delusional.
Why, thank you. It is quite a charm. You have now realized that I've used you like a toy, just like everybody else. You see, I knew you would finally found out my secret after you were training with your stupid teacher.
Ducard's my friend. And you wouldn't dare touch him.
It was your fault against Ducard's. You should have walked away when you saved the citizens from my men stealing their money.
Heroes never walk away. They always stand strong and save the innocent.
That is so pathetic. You are just a young man living a normal life while wasting your time working with your team on the radio.
What?
You didn't think I would not know about your life, don't you? Here's a little something of my own secret. I have powers just like you, but my energy is called the negative speed force. It grants me access to all of time, past, present, and future, true knowledge. And now I have your life in my mind. I'm going to have them all.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Oh, really? Now let's talk about something you don't want to share. I have seen your future, Joe. You're going to have a family, but also, you're going to have a son. I know what your boy will become. He will follow in your footsteps, and I will get your son to trust me, just like when I got you to trust me.
You will never touch my son.
Oh yes, I will. And in the end, you will never win. I'll give you one last chance, Joe. Join me, and together we can rule the universe.
I will never join you. Not after what you've done.
Well then, If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps he will.
No!
Ironic, isn't it? The same way you got your powers is gonna end you. Let my negative speed force take over your body, and I promise it will all be over soon.
I will never give in to you.
No, this is impossible. You weren't supposed to burn off my energy. Now I'm really angry.
I have run out of patience as well. Bring it on. You have lost, Swanson.
This is not over.
Oh, it's over. It's over, Swanson.
You think you defeated me? I will destroy you, Ferrero, and everyone you love.
I don't think so. I'm going to tell your worst fear of being exposed by Christopher Smith.
No, don't you dare mention his name.
7 years from now, your secret will be revealed, and you will be sent to jail for a long time.
I will be unaware of it.
Face it, Swanson, everybody will be free from your rule.
Mark my words, Ferrero. I will destroy Plotagon and rule the universe.
Well, that future is never going to happen. Enjoy your ruling while it lasts, 'cause now you're finally gonna get what you deserve. Joe, you have come at last. Have you done as I ask? Yes, Mr. Ducard. I confronted Swanson and defeated him. Congratulations, young apprentice. You have completed your hero trials by showing Swanson that strength is stronger than fear. Let me change into your normal clothes. That's much better. Your training is complete, my young friend. It's time for you to go home to continue your life. How am I supposed to go home after 2 years? When you go back into your world, the breach will take you 2 years into the past. It will make you feel like you never even left. Time travel is so weird. Goodbye, Mr. Ducard. Goodbye, Joe. We will see each other soon. Man, it's good to be home. The Plotagon world is so amazing. Maybe I can go back someday. But for right now, I must go back to work before anyone notices that I'm gone.
Joe Ferrero begins to have a normal life when he returned home from the Plotagon world. From 1995 to 1998, he meets a beautiful woman named Cristina Vasquez Lopez. He also met Christina's kids, Joey and Jesse. In 1999, Joe proposes to Christina and she said yes. They were planning to be married on October 2nd, 1999. They were a happy family. Until a familiar evil returns. As Purgatory is imprisoned in the underworld, he talks to the god of death himself, Hades.
Well, what do we have here? An evil god? Very interesting.
Who the hell are you?
Name is Hades, Lord of the Dead. Hi, how you doing?
I don't have time for your pathetic jokes.
Hey, I only need a few seconds and I'm a fast talker, alright? Your name is Purgatory, right? Now I know why you're here. The other gods banished you here to the prison world because you tried to take over the universe and you tried to get revenge on them. But they banished you here instead.
I wanted to universe for myself, but they betrayed me and tried to banish me to the prison world. I came back to put an end to their protection, and they banished me here instead. I must find a way to destroy them all, and take back what is rightfully mine.
I'll make you a deal. I'll give you the power to get revenge on the Elder Gods, and you can have anything you want. So what do you say?
Yes, we have a deal.
Excellent, this is gonna be great. But Purgatory, there is one other thing you need to know.
Tell me.
There's this hero god who appears to be working with the Elder Gods.
And he does this hero stuff which ticks me off.
But he possesses extraordinary powers and skills. In fact, I know his real name. His name is Ferrero. He is a guy who worships his god, and he has a great life. But he has his family as well. His fiance's name is Christina, and his kids' names are Joey and Jesse.
This would be fun, making him suffer, and the Elder Gods will fear me once again. This is gonna be too easy.
Very good. Now run along now. I have some things to do in my schedule.
Now it's time for my ultimate plan. Hello there, little one.
Jesse, no!
You're next, boy. Now, it's time to trash the place to make Ferrero come out.
What's that noise?
I don't know. Let's check it out.
What the? Who made all this mess?
That would be me.
Who the heck are you?
I am an evil god. And Ferrero, I think I'm gonna take your love with me.
Christy! What did you do to her?
Oh, don't worry. I sent your fiancé and your kids somewhere you'll never find them. Catch me if you can, hero god.
Oh no, this is not good. I have to inform the Elder Gods, now. Elder Gods, something terrible has happened. My family has been kidnapped by an evil god.
What? Hold on, Joe. God is coming.
Father, the evil god took away my family.
Don't panic, my son. It appears that our old enemy has returned.
What? Purgatory? That's impossible. We banished him to the underworld.
We did. But it appears he had a conversation with the Lord of Dead himself. Purgatory knows who our champion is. He kidnapped his family to get his revenge.
That is not good.
Who is Purgatory?
I believe that Purgatory is the Lord of Darkness. It seems that you met him before.
Who are you?
I am Arthur, the God of Plotagon.
So you're the one that created the Plotagon world.
That is correct, my boy. I created a world where people can wait to own stories and make their own characters.
That's very creative of you, Arthur.
Why, thank you, my young one. I'm glad that you got to experience Plotagon.
Yeah, I had a great time learning with my teacher, Ducard.
It is so great to see you again, Arthur.
You too, Apollo. It's always nice to see you all here.
We're all happy to have you.
Thank you, Isabella. I appreciate it.
What can you tell me about
Purgatory?
Purgatory was created after God created the universe. His name was Damian. He used to work with the elder gods protect the universe, but when the monitor arrived, he created the multiverse. All the worlds were created except a few of them. After Jesus died on the cross and resurrected from the dead, God created me to create my world from my vision. After I created the Plotagon world, Damian wanted the unit for himself, so he started to take over the universe and turned our temple into his darkness. We had no choice but to banish him to the prison world, but he came back and became Purgatory. We defeated him and sent him to the underworld. But now that he's back, he's come to seek revenge not only the elder gods, he also wants to take someone you really love.
And that is my family. We can't let him do anything worse.
I think it's a little too late for that. He's coming.
You're right. Purgatory. He's here.
Hello, Ferrero. Happy to see your family.
Let them go, Purgatory. They have done nothing to you.
What about the woman you love? She looks like a weakness to me. You love your children too? How pathetic and naive.
Please don't kill us.
Spare us, please.
Let them go. Now.
I don't think I ever will. This is what they get for sending me away. Now you will feel my wrath. Let's start by killing your loved one first.
No!
It's over. You have nothing left now. Kill me and become a monster. You really are.
Don't do it, Joe. Killing him won't bring you good. It will only make it worse. Don't let the hate control you.
That was pathetic to let me go. Now let me rid of you.
I don't think so. I am going to stop you.
So be it. Hero.
Ah!
Come on, Daddy Joe. You can do it.
Kick his ugly butt.
Face it, Ferrero. There is nothing you can do to stop me.
I will do whatever it takes.
No, you never will. Once you are gone, I will kill your family, and then we're gonna take over Plotagon, including your own precious world.
You will not touch them! I won't let you do this!
Too late. I don't give second chances. Accept your fate and die.
Joe is in pain. We have to do something.
All we have to do is to encourage him to defeat Purgatory, and then me and the rest of the gods will give Joe more power to banish him somewhere he'll never hurt us again.
That's a good idea. Let's do it. I believe in you, baby.
I believe in you, Daddy Joe.
We all believe in you, Joe.
We are always here with you, no matter what the odds.
You are never alone. That love will never, ever leave you.
Even the face of your own death. Never give up hope.
Your family will always give you strength, confidence, and the willpower to overcome the pain that is hurting you.
Feel your power surging through you, my son. Become who you're meant to be. A true hero.
No. This is impossible.
Nothing is ever impossible. Your darkness and your hate will never consume me.
Come and get me.
You can't beat me. I'm unstoppable.
I don't think so. Your reign of darkness is over, and you have lost. Elder Gods, now!
Christina, get the kids to cover. We'll handle this.
Come on, kids, let's find some cover. This is about to get very heavy.
Okay, Mommy, let's hope that this chaos is over.
Yeah, that way you guys get married tomorrow and we'll be a happy family again. I guess we should get to cover now. This is about to get crazy.
Purgatory, we shall sentence you to the Phantom Zone.
No. No! You may have defeated me, but I will come back for all of you.
You'll never come for me or my family, ever again. He's gone. We did it!
Yes, we did, but we want to say something about you. You did it, Joe. You stopped Purgatory and saved Plotagon, including your world, from taking over. We're all proud of you.
Thank you, Elder Gods. I also want to thank you for helping me stop Purgatory.
You are welcome. We're all family here.
Is my family alright?
Yes, they're perfectly safe.
Where is my fiancée?
She's right in front of you.
Christy!
Baby. My love. You saved us from Purgatory, honey. Come here, my hero.
I'm so glad you're okay.
Daddy Joe, I'm so glad you're okay.
Kids, I'm so happy to see you too.
I can't believe you actually saved the universe.
Yeah, it's so weird, but I did it anyway. Well, Elder Gods, I have something important to announce. I'm officially retiring because I'm going to get married tomorrow with my love.
Aw, that is so cute. I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you, Isabella. I'm just so excited to start my new journey with her.
It's so exciting that you guys are gonna have a great time together.
When bad things get in our way, we never give up and overcome the negativity.
A new blessing will be coming on your way soon, when you have a new son.
My boy will become better than me than I ever was. Whatever that thing is, he's going to change the world for the better.
Yes, he will. He will become our new champion to protect the multiverse. I just want to give you one last warning before you go home. When your son grows up and gets powers after learning about the Plotagon world, he will receive visions of the timeline. The past, present, and future. Make sure to teach him everything about what happened today, including Purgatory.
I'll be sure to teach my son everything about Purgatory, so that the next time he meets him, he'll defeat him, just like I did. Farewell, Elder Gods. It was nice working with you.
Goodbye, Joe. Good luck on your journey with Christina. You both will have a bright future.
Goodbye, my son, and let the faith always hide your way.
Goodbye, Father. We shall speak again soon.
Enjoy your time with your family. Remember, we'll always be with you.
Joe and his family got home safe. The next day, Joe and Christina finally got married. 3 years later, their new son Jonathan Andrew Ferrero was finally born on May 2, 2002. But what happened to Christopher Smith after he exposed Emmett Swanson? Well, let's find that out together. After getting some motivation from Mary and his friend David, Christopher decides to help the Plotagon people become the leader of the world needs.
Give me your purse, lady.
No. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Get out of here, loser, or I'm gonna beat you.
No, you leave her alone.
So be it. You asked for it, and now you're going to get it.
Oh. Are you all right, miss?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome. Is there anything else you need?
No, I think I have everything. Thank you so much again. You are my hero.
As Smith begins to help more people, they started to like him as their new leader. In August 23, 2006, Christopher Smith finally became elected to be the mayor of Plotagon.
Mr. Christopher Smith, I want to congratulate you for becoming a great leader for the people of Plotagon. You have proved yourself trustworthy and a man of faith. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I present this crown to our new mayor, Christopher Smith. Congratulations, you deserve to have this gift from God.
Thank you so much. I will do whatever I can to repair the damage that Swanson has caused to our city.
Do what you have to do, and may the Lord protect you and guide you.
Congratulations, buddy.
Brother? Is that you? It's been a long time. What are you doing here?
I came here for your election. I wanted to see how far you have come. I am so proud of you, Chris. God has blessed you on this path you in now, and I could have been a proud brother I am today.
Thank you so much, David. It really means a lot to me that you are here. Congratulations on your new book, brother. I cannot wait to read it when it comes out.
It will definitely be finished in time, but for now I still have a lot of work to do. Good luck to you, brother.
Good luck to you too, brother. We shall talk again soon.
Congratulations, Chris. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, my friend. I'm so glad you made it. I'm so happy that my goal has become a reality.
So you're gonna repair the city?
Yes, and not only that, I'm gonna become the CEO of Plotagon.
That's so awesome.
Well, it looks like I have a lot of work to do. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye, Chris. Good luck on your new journey.
That was the best event I ever had. Yes, it's true, I am Christopher Smith's brother, and I'm still proud of him to this day. Since he became our mayor, he has become the CEO of Plotagon and made the app itself that came out on Android in the real world on November 15, 2014. Smith decided to release the app on iOS on December 8, 2015. For many years, Plotagon has begun to have new protagonists to tell their own story, and it has a great process. When Jonathan grew up, he became a YouTuber, and he decided to create his characters for fun by making new videos. 3 years after he joined YouTube, a woman named Jessica starts to watch his old videos on her big computer screen.
I found it. The YouTuber I've been watching the whole time is ENSFERRERO, aka Jonathan Ferrero. He would be my greatest student just like his dad when his teacher Deckard taught him everything about Plotagon. It is time for me to teleport Jonathan into the Plotagon world and teach him everything I know.
Jessica starts to head off to the Plotagon restaurant, and when she got there, she activates a remote device to teleport Jonathan to the Plotagon world, to begin his training by teaching him everything about Plotagon. And that, my friends, was the origin story of Plotagon. I hope you guys enjoy the story I worked on in my new book. Our first hero god may be retired, but Jonathan's adventures will soon begin. If you all learn anything today, never let your hate consume you or control you. Stay strong, my friends, and have a great night.
what to watch today. Oh yes, classic Caillou. Oh man, I love watching these ground videos. Ah, I think I found this one. Let's see how it does. Wait, so Plotagon has the ability to create stories and everything. I think I should try it out. Yeah, I think I should try it out right now. Because I think that it's possible for me to create a story or tutorial. I think I'll do just that. Oh boy, it's already loading. Oh my gosh, look at these guys. It looks so legit. It says, let's make your first video. Build a story, press play, and share it with the world. Alright, let's make my first video.